Good morning everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts. First of all, I'd like to apologise for the noise that's going on. We're still having the kitchen fitted and they're just hoovering at the moment, so it shouldn't last long. So if you hear any noise in the background, then I am sorry about that. Today we're going to be using a Sizzix Thinlet Colorize excuse me, die called Walter excuse me, and the number is 664730. The footage of me making Walter up has disappeared with the issues that I've been having with the SD card, so this is the final part of him being put together, just popping his legs on and his claws and his nose. Walter together, I've decided to use greys. What I could and have done previously is use white paper and then just coloured all the individual parts in with either inks or alcohol markers. There are 16 parts to this die and some are very tiny, as you'll see here. What I'm trying to do is turn the highlights from his eyes over so I can put them on the right direction. It is very fiddly, but it is also very, very good. I really do enjoy doing these Colorize Thinlet dies. You can see here what I've done is coloured the grey paper. I've just coloured it with blue and two different shades of orange for his claws, his eyes and his beak. While I'm being quiet, you will actually hear Merlin tweeting away. So I am putting the final parts on him. The Colorize, there are numerous animals that Tim Holtz has done. There's a giraffe, there's a bear, there's an elephant, an ostrich. I can't think what the others are actually. I've done them all, and I've actually made them up as well. So I will be making cards out of those ones that I've used. So there he is finished. He really is quite cute, and he does look lovely in all different colours. Now what I'm looking at here is I've got two parts that are missing. I'm trying to figure out where they are, and I'm just pointing them out there. There's a wee tiny bit at the top that's missing. I do find it, but again the footage is gone. It is attached to one of the other dies, because some of the dies have got maybe 4 or 5 little tiny pieces to them, and also the under part of his eyes as well, they're missing, but you can hardly tell. And because I couldn't find the die of that, like I said, there's 16 dies in this, I just use an alcohol marker. So this is my linen paper that I use. I get it from either Craft Stash, or this lot I got from Amazon because Craft Stash were out. And at the moment I can't put links to any of the products that I'm using for some reason. I think it's a YouTube thing. So that's why I've put on the names of whatever I'm using, so that you can go search them if you want. Generally everything is either from Craft Stash or Art from the Heart or Amazon. Some of the things I use as well are from Temu. But Temu's like just this massive marketplace. So yeah, so that's where you get just wherever your stock comes from. So what I'm doing now is doing the twig that Walter's going to be standing on. So I've cut it out and I'm just using the remnant colours that are on my blending brushes, because I don't want it to be I just want it to be a delicate colour, because I obviously want Walter to stand out on his own. So I'm just using a yellow, I'm using a green, I'm going to use a little bit of brown, and it is very, very light. And obviously there's parts of this that are going of the whole video that are going to be sped up, because you don't want to sit watching little tedious blending and cutting or gluing or what have you. So this is the oxide, and it was, I can't remember the colour of it now, it's just been on the screen. I can't remember. Anyway, this product is called Flower Soft, and it really is lovely. It's like a grated rubber of all different colours, and you get loads and loads of different colours of it. This is a mixed colour of a lighter that they would use in model railways or any models for flowers or hedges or whatever. And I'm going to use both of these colours. And as you can see, it is messy, it goes all over, but it really is good stuff. So here I'm just going to save all my bits as I do. Take the twig out, put them together. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm going to glue that together. And whisk through this little bit, and then glue some of the Flower Soft on. You literally just sprinkle it on and then just press it down gently into the glue. Leave it to dry, and don't actually press it down hard, because you want that dimension on it to get a better effect. And I believe on this one, it's coming up, I'm just going to darken this twig up a little bit more, which I am, and I'm going to be using Vintage Photo. And again, it's just adding that different layers of colour to add the different, it just adds better dimension to the finished article. By Merlin's giving it some this morning, isn't he? You might hopefully hear him say hello. I'm just trying to get him to say that. He'll just say good boy, because he is a good boy. So here we go, just packing my stuff away. The glue that I use is it's a tacky glue it's Anita's tacky glue that I decant, and a Creative Craft product glue. It's the bookbinding glue, which that is what's in that bottle. There, I just decant it down to a fine nozzle. There we go, just sprinkling the Flower Soft on. I should have really sped this up a little bit. Note to self, as you're creating these videos, everything's a learning curve. But if I start to change all the timings now, all the voiceover changes, so I'd have to start again. So like I say, it's a learning curve. Okay, so that's a little bit finished. A little gentle tap on, and then just leave it to dry. It doesn't take long to dry with the glue. Take 10 minutes or so. Just pop it out of the way, and there you go. The last Walter that I did him with a monocle as well, which he looked really, really cool with it. Now this one is, I'm showing you, these are the stencils that I got from Temu, and I think they're about £2.60. And the mylar is not really thin, it's not thick, but it's not really thin. They are quite good quality, and you get 10 individual designs, and these are 6 by 6. which I thought they were quite good. I only got them the other day. I like that one. That's the tyre tracks, which looks quite good. And that one reminded me of like a train bridge. So here we go. And this is the footage missing, where I use tumbled glass to do the base of it, and I use peacock feathers to go through the stencil. I don't know what's happening with this this SD card, but I've formatted it now, so hopefully that'll put an end to that issue. And I'm using Distress Oxide on all of these on this particular card. I've also done a backing of it on the dark grey, using the dark grey card, just to pull out the dark features on Walter himself around his tail. The dark that you can see on his tail and his head, the whole of his body is done in that shape, and he's a little bit bigger than the actual size on the packaging. So having a quick clean up. I got this from Temu as well. I think it was about 69p. It's just like the pressure pad that you use for your stamping, but I use it also to press down my cardstock. You see it's a little bit warped at the top. That's just from the glue. And I'll either stick a book on it as it's drying out, or after it's dried out, to straighten it up. And here is one of the sentiments that I'm thinking about putting on it. I don't actually end up using it, but as you can say, a wise man once said nothing, which is, I think that's quite cool actually. But what I did decide to use was a picket fence stamp by Kelly Taylor. Kelly is an absolutely amazing colourist. I subscribe to her, and she's absolutely brilliant. I've learnt an awful lot from her regarding blending and colouring. And this particular stamp set is called Surprise. It's Your Day. Sorry about my head. Just making sure that the stamp is on properly. Again, I should have sped this up a little bit more, because of it's a little bit tedious watching it, but like I say, if I change it now, it's all going to change. So you just have to bear with me. But there's nothing worse than having a sentiment that's not straight. So VersaFine Clair in the black, VersaFine Clair for sentiment is really good. It's a really good ink. I'm checking my stamping to make sure that it's all right, because it's a new stamp. I've actually primed it as well. I've rubbed it all over at the front. I'm just checking to see that it looks okay, because with the cardstock that I'm using, it's leaning on one side and it's smooth on the other. So obviously I want them to marry up correctly so they look right. Just gently put this back in this folder. It is a good stamp, this. You see all my masking parts of it as well. That's the Drawer of Doom. The drawers underneath me, they've got all sorts in them. And this is the little mini Tim Holtz guillotine that I've just got. It's ideal for small sentiments. I don't know why it is though, but I just end up not cutting quite straight. I don't know what I'm doing. I do need to focus a little bit on what I'm doing and why it's not doing it properly. I am getting better at it, but it's one of these things that you buy something new, you think it's going to be fine. but I hate it if they're not straight. So I'm just using a little bit of the grey backing cardstock on it now. This is just a bit of scrap. Waste not, want not. And again, making sure it's all stuck down and putting my edges around. I was going to leave a little bit of a border all the way around it, but I didn't like it, so I took it right to the edge of the white cardstock and just left a wee border at the bottom just to finish it off, which you can't really tell on here that I've done it. And again, there's an issue with the SD card, so you won't see me adding the sentiment to it, to the card itself. I'm just finding where I'm going to place it. And the next shot will be of the video of the card itself. I hope you have a go. I hope this card has inspired you. So this is what the final card looks like. I am going to do a little bit more at the top of it, I think. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you.